Hi, welcome to Keen's Cove. In this video I'm going to show you how I made this absolutely fantastic building. This is part of the Foscale Models kit called Printer's Row. It's a limited edition kit from 2017 and I've had great fun making this, including the bridge that connects this building to this whopper of a building. This is for the next video. Stay tuned in if you want to see some of the tips and techniques that I've used to make this absolutely amazing model. If you watched all of my previous videos, you'll see that the first important thing to do with these kits is to brace all of the bits of wood, and this is to stop warping when I start painting them. When I'm in my workshop modelling, what I like to listen to is James Taylor. Tell me in the comments, what do you like to have on in the background when you're doing your painting? Using just a normal acrylic paint here, it's a green-grey colour, and here I'm just painting up all of the strip wood. With the clapboard walls, the first thing I do is to stain them. I use an ammo wash. This one's called a filter and it's a brown filter. And I've gone for quite a light effect on this particular model. Now here's a top tip. What I'm using is some white spirit, just plain white spirit. In fact, mine's a bit dirty. And I'm dabbling some of it onto the clapboard. Whilst the white spirit is still wet, I'm taking some of the ammo wash, which is called a streaking grime, and applying that gently to the edges. And if you can look closely, you can see how it's seeping into the wood. It gives a really lovely effect. And here are all the parts that have been treated with the wash. As you can see, I've gone heavy in some areas and lighter in others. Here you can see I've taken my craft knife and just making a few simple and light cuts. This will give it an aged look, to look like the clapboard is starting to come away from the building. Here I'm using the ammo dark brown enamel wash. And I'm just going to go in underneath those cuts to make it look black, as if it's going mouldy. Now, here's the reason for this cub. I have spilt so many bottles of ammo washes, and they're pretty gruesome to try and clean up. So I stick it in the cup. That way I hope my flailing arms won't send it across my workshop. So again, I'm just using the white spirit along with the wash to get the look that I want. You can go darker or lighter, depending on the look of your building. If you see my other videos, they go into far more detail about the painting. But essentially, I use very thick acrylic paints and I put hardly any paint on the brush. It's almost like dry brushing, and it doesn't matter if the wash underneath shows through. And using this technique, I always use two shades of the same colour. So for this I've used white and off-white, and it helps give it that really distressed look. The ground floor of this building is carred, And what the kit does is it gives you a paste which allows you to stipple it on and let it dry, and it gives the effect of render. Once that render is dry, and if it's too knobbly you can lightly sand it to flatten it a little. What I use again is lots of different shades, in this case of grey, and I use a sponge to apply it. And again it gives that distressed old look. Now in England, this type of roof would be called a hip roof. It's really easy to assemble because the kit comes with a pro forma. And doesn't it look great once you've got the tar paper roof on? This is a basic grey car primer, and I just spray very lightly over a piece of black card. I cut the strips into 1 centimetre widths. Then use a piece of coarse sandpaper to roughen up the edges. The strips are then simply glued to the roof. I have a separate video on how to make a tar paper roof or a felt roof, so do take a look at that and it'll give you again some more hints and techniques. Of course, a tar paper roof needs some wooden battens on it to hold it down. I've patched the roof in places with some corrugated iron. I've boarded up one of the windows, and this all gives the lived-in look to this building. I've painted the inside of the building black because I want to add a light, and here you can see I've added in a woodland scenics light. And just to give extra realism, here I'm just building a deck for the outside. A few signs, a bit of weathering powder, and here you have it, my Preston and Page building, ready to go on Keen's Cove. If you like this, then do have a look at my other videos, and please leave a comment, and also don't forget to press that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.